Woke up inside another verdict, written fast and read halfway through. Everybody speaks in conclusions, like the work was already done for you. No one waits to feel the weight of it. No one sits with what they don't know yet. Answers travel faster than questions, and doubt is treated like a threat. I try to breathe, I try to mute the sound, but every thought keeps circling back around. Human stupidity giving me a headache. Round it goes, same lines replayed. So loud, so certain, no room for maybe. Human stupidity giving me a headache. Say it once, say it twice, say it all day. Truth gets lost in the noise you make. I'm not mad, I'm just worn out lately. Human stupidity giving me a headache. Certainty in high definition, polished up and broadcast clean. Every voice wants to be the loudest, no one wants to be seen. Thinking facts get bent to fit the feeling, context falls out of the frame. Everybody wants a villain, nobody wants to blame. I'd laugh it off if it didn't pound like a steady drum that won't back down. Stupidity giving me a headache. Round it goes, same lines replayed. So loud, so certain, no room for maybe. Human stupidity giving me a headache. Say it once, say it twice, say it all day. Truth gets lost in the noise you make. I'm not mad, I'm just worn out lately. Human stupidity giving me a headache. 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 Turn it down for mercy's sake. Maybe I'm the one out of step for stopping short of drawing lines. Maybe leaving room for doubt is just another way to fall behind. But I still think there's value in admitting what we don't see, and saying I don't have the answer before pretending certainty. Human stupidity giving me a headache. Echo back from every side. If ignorance is such a blessing, why does it feel this hard to stay alive? Human stupidity giving me a headache. Same debate, different face. I don't need the world to go quiet, I just need a little space. So I log out, shut my eyes, let the silence hold its ground. Nothing here is trying to win, and my head finally slows down. Human stupidity giving me a headache. Everyone's so sure they're standing still, while the ground keeps shifting underneath. Maps get drawn by people who don't listen. Lines get crossed before they're even seen. Nobody reads past the headline. Nobody waits for the second thought. If it fits the shape of what they wanted, that's enough to call it proof and start. I keep hearing answers everywhere, but no one's asking anything. Everyone's so sure they don't know Every screen's a side you have to choose. Questions feel like weakness now. Silence feels like something you could lose. Nobody says I don't know anymore. Like that word fell out of use. Certainty became a currency, spent before it's ever earned its truth. I keep hearing answers everywhere, but no one's listening to them. Everyone's so sure they don't notice what they miss. So sure every mistake knows for evidence. Everyone's so sure that being loud is being right. So sure they don't feel the weight of it. So sure, so sure, so sure it hurts. So sure it hurts. Maybe this is how it happens. Nothing breaks, it just erodes. Nobody chooses ignorance, they just stop carrying the load. Thinking takes too much attention, doubt takes time we never spend. It's easier to borrow someone's answer than to sit with how it ends. Everyone's so sure, and that's the part that scares me most. So sure there's no room left to be wrong. Everyone's so sure they've already picked their truth. So sure there's nothing left around. I don't need the world to slow down. I don't need it to agree. I just wish we weren't so terrified, saying I don't see. Nobody's lying outright. They're just repeating what they heard, passing certainty hand to hand like it didn't weigh a word. Everyone's got a shortcut now, something easy they can say. Answers borrowed from a distance so they don't have to stay. Thinking takes more time than we allow. It's easier to sound sure than slow down. These are borrowed answers, carried like their own. Borrowed answers, so no one thinks alone. Borrowed answers, say it like it's true. Borrowed answers, so you don't have to choose. Nobody wants the full picture. It doesn't fit inside a line. Context takes too much attention. Nuance feels like wasted time. Every sentence trimmed for sharing. Every doubt removed with care. If it travels fast enough, it doesn't matter if it's fair. I keep hearing echoes everywhere, but no understanding where they're from. These are borrowed answers, carried like their own. Borrowed answers, so It just feels safer holding something than admitting what you haven't tried. Thinking costs too much attention. Doubt feels heavier than belief. It's easier to wear a borrowed truth than sit with incomplete. These are borrowed answers, held up like a shield. Borrowed answers, so nothing has to feel. Borrowed answers, no weight, no blame. Borrowed answers all sound the same. I don't need the perfect answer. I don't need it clean or new. I just wish we stopped pretending. Borrowed thoughts are something true. I don't think the noise will fade. I don't think the lines will blur. Every day feels more convinced that certainty deserves the word. I don't think I'm above it now. I don't think I ever was. I just know I feel the weight of what we trade away for buzz. It's easier to shut it down than sit inside the grave. But something in me won't accept that this is all there is to say. I'm still thinking, even when it costs. Still thinking, even when I'm lost. Still thinking, when the answers don't arrive. Still thinking, just to prove I'm still alive. I don't trust the perfect ending. I don't need the cleanest truth. I've seen what happens to a mind that never leaves itself a loop. I don't wanna win the argument. I don't wanna keep the score. I just wanna mean the things I say a little longer than before. If the world keeps rushing past, I don't have to match the pace. I'm still thinking when it would be easier not to. Still thinking when silence feels like a risk too. Still thinking when I don't know where I stand. Still thinking without a script in my hand. Still thinking. Still thinking. Still thinking. Maybe this won't change a thing. Maybe it won't slow the fall. But I don't think the point was fixing it. I think the point was not dissolving at all. If doubt is what I'm left with, I'll carry it with care. I'd rather hold a question honestly than certainty I didn't earn. I'm still thinking, even when it hurts. Still thinking, even when it works. Still thinking, when the world says pick a side. Still thinking, 'cause I haven't given up my mind. I don't need the last word. I don't need to be right. I just need to know I stayed awake inside my life. Still thinking. Still thinking. mind. They're just raising their voice, like the extra weight of the sound turns opinion into choice. Every argument's a performance, every pause feels like defeat. Silence gets mistaken for weakness, while noise demands a seat. And if you say it loud enough, long enough, it starts to feel like fact. This is proof by volume. If it's loud, it must be right. A proof by volume. Drown it out until it stays. Proof by volume. No room left to explain. Proof by volume. You don't have to make a case. Proof by volume. You don't have to make a case. Every room turns into a rally. Every sentence draws a line. Nuance dies in the background, while certainty takes the mic. Nobody's listening for meaning. They're just waiting for a break, so they can say it even louder and pretend that's what it takes. If you don't stop to think it through, someone else will shout for you. This is proof by volume. If it's loud, it must be right. A proof by volume. Drown it out until it sticks. A proof by volume. No room left to explain. Proof by volume. You don't have to make a case. Proof by volume. You don't have to make a case. Still not true. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to win. It doesn't have to hold together. It just can't let doubt get in. Truth can't compete with pressure when pressure fills the space. So the quiet gets buried and noise takes its place. So this is proof by volume. Echo back until it's lost. A proof by volume. Every shout replaces thought. Proof by volume. Nothing left to say. Proof by volume. Just make it louder anyway. I don't need the last word. I don't need to dominate. I just wanna know the truth. Doesn't have to scream a stage. I keep thinking I'm above it, like distance makes me clear, like stepping back from all the noise means I'm the only one who hears. I tell myself I'm being careful. The doubt is something I respect, but sometimes it just feels like standing still while everyone else steps. I don't shout, I don't pick a side, I just watch the lines get drawn. Maybe it's me, maybe I hesitate too long. Maybe it's me, calling patience something strong. Maybe it's me, leaving space instead of ground. Maybe it's me, while everything else is so sure now. trust the easy answers, but I don't trust myself. Every question opens another, and I never close the shelf. I see conviction get rewarded, I see certainty get through, and I wonder if I'm losing by refusing what they choose. I don't need to be the loudest voice, but I don't know where mine belongs. Maybe it's me, maybe I overthink the cost. Maybe it's me, afraid of being wrong at all. Maybe it's me, calling doubt a form of care. Maybe it's me, standing still while they go there. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think doubt makes me better. I don't think certainty makes them blind. I just know the space between the two is getting harder to survive. There's a difference between thinking and being afraid to choose. And I don't know where I'm standing when I keep refusing proof. Maybe it's me, but I still need time to think. Maybe it's me, still trying not to shrink. Maybe it's me, if that's the price I pay. But I'd rather live with questions than shout my way through every day. If this makes me difficult, if this keeps me out of line, I'll take the quiet weight of doubt over borrowed peace of mind. No one wakes up wanting conflict. No one plans to dig their heels. They just find a place to stand where the ground feels slightly real. Being wrong costs more than answers. It costs face, it costs control. So people learn to hold their ground when it's starting to erode. It's not pride that makes it still, it's the fear of what comes next. No one wants to be wrong when being right feels like defense. No one wants to be wrong when doubt sounds like weakness. When the world keeps scoring public, no one wants to be wrong. When it costs too much to say it, every mistake gets archived, every change of mind's a mark. So you learn to stand by something just to keep it from falling apart. Apologies don't travel far, but certainty goes wide. So people choose a side to hold and hope it holds them back inside. It's not truth that keeps them there, it's the weight of being seen. No one wants to be wrong when being right feels like armor. Maybe it's just afraid of losing ground, afraid of what admitting takes. If changing meant forgiveness, if doubt didn't feel like loss, maybe truth wouldn't feel so heavy. Maybe it wouldn't hurt this much. No one wants to be wrong if it means starting again. No one wants to be wrong if it costs to shape their head. No one wants to be wrong, but staying still has weight. No one wants to be wrong, but someone has to say it. I don't think I'm better than them, I just see myself the same, trying to protect what I know from the fear of change. I don't think the world is broken, I just think it talks too much. Every thought gets pulled apart before it ever gets to touch. Every silence feels suspicious, every pause demands a take. Like attention is the price you pay just to prove that you're awake. I don't need to win the room, I don't need the final word. So I'm logging out, not because I don't care, I'm logging out because I do. Logging out from the endless debate, I'm logging out before it turns me into something I gon' make. I don't trust the speed of answers, I don't trust the need to speak. Every thought gets sharp and fast, but nothing's built to last a week. I used to think staying present meant reacting all the time. Now it just feels like standing still while everything's on fire online. I don't need to draw a line just to prove that I exist. So I'm logging out, not to disappear, I'm logging out to hear myself. Logging out from the constant demand, I'm logging out before I forget what I meant when I said anything. No signal, no sight, no noise. No signal, no sight, no noise. Maybe this looks like surrender, maybe it reads like retreat, but I don't think you save your mind by offering it up for free. Some thoughts need room to breathe, some questions need more time, and nothing good survives forever in a space that never quiets down. So I'm logging out, not because I'm done, I'm logging out because I'm not. Logging out to keep something intact, I'm logging out so thinking doesn't feel like an act. I'll still be here tomorrow, I'm not erasing who I am,